This time I have a bangle box. Once you start messing it up, no, it will become a habit. This is all I need for the moment. So इसमें ही सारा मेरा makeup आ जाता है. What works well for you. Maybe you want to segregate it based on the sleeves pattern or based on the regular usage, or this is the oldest in my closet. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annie. I hope you all are doing good. So in today's video I'm just going to take you through my closet, basically a closet tour, and I'll just show you how I have kept all my things organized. And the major reason why I'm filming this video is because I know a lot of you girls out there must be facing issues like, I don't have anything to wear, I'm not able to find anything in my cupboard. The major problem why we are not able to find anything in our cupboard is because it's cluttered. Unless you have everything properly organized, you will never know what you actually have, and unless you can see it, you can never find it to wear, and you can never style it or make use of it at all. So for that, you will have to keep everything in its place, so that whenever you feel like wearing something, you are able to go to that particular bundle or that particular section and just take it out from there without, going through the whole process of hunting and searching in the entire cupboard. That makes it really tedious, and then finally we end up wearing the same usual outfit of ours, which is like our go-to outfit, maybe a denim and a t-shirt or whatever it is. So we all have that one or two go-to outfits, right? So we keep repeating our outfits instead of making use of the outfits, all of it which we have. So yes, unless you organize it, it will be difficult for you to make use of it properly. Okay, I'm going to take you through my closet, and I'll show you guys how I organize it and how I have made my life easier by arranging the things properly. I had been arranging my closet from almost from 1 week,
and before that I had some guests here, and I also had my parents here staying for a while, so because of which I had to empty my cupboard and all of my things were here and there all over the places. So now finally I have arranged everything back to its place properly. And
while I was arranging my cupboard throughout the week, जब भी time मिलता था थोड़ा थोड़ा मैं arrange कर रही थी. So when I was doing that, I just realized that I should make a video out of it, because maybe my organization method might help some of you out there. So yeah, here I am filming this video. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. And yes, by the end of this video I'll be sharing few hacks which has helped me in organizing things better and which has made the organization process very easier. So I'll just share it by the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So first I'll start with this cupboard, and I'll show you and explain what is kept where. So before I begin, I'll just take this thing out and I'll explain you what is that little later. So basically there are 3 bundles of tops I have kept here, and I'll explain you how I have segregated and what is the category of it. So this first bundle has 2 categories. One is sleeveless tops and the second one is crop tops. So basically all my short tops and sleeveless tops, if I feel like wearing, I have to just check this bundle, that's all. Okay, and then now comes the second bundle. In this again I have segregated into 2 categories. The topmost which you see is the shirts. I have just 5-6 shirts, not more than that I think. And the lower part is the short sleeves tops and t-shirts. Okay, so these are the 2 categories here. And then the last bundle which you see are the full sleeves tops as well as the 3/4 sleeves tops. So basically anything longer sleeves are all here. Okay, and finally here you will see all my shrugs, my jackets, even the blazers, all of it is kept here. This you must have seen in one of the videos, styling videos. I had worn this, and this is a long shrug, so that is also kept here. And here you will see all the woolen stoles. So I have this red, black and this multicolor stole here, so that I've kept. And in this hanger again the stoles are only kept, but these are all those chiffon stoles, the lighter ones, which you can just wear it around a t-shirt. One more important thing is, whenever I am wearing a shrug or a blazer or something, then I don't have to search for all the tops which are placed here. All I have to do is just go to this section, which is my crop top and my sleeveless tops, because mostly I prefer wearing any of these tops only under my shrug or my blazer. That way it makes it easier for me to have it all at one place based on the category. So whenever I'm wearing a shrug, I have to just pick up one of the tops from this bundle. So that is how my segregation helps me. So yeah, this is all with this particular shelf of the cupboard. Now we'll move to the lower section, and this is where I have kept my ghar ke kapde. Pajamas and my shorts, everything is kept here, the lowers you can call. These two shelves are all about the tops and night suits वाले जो set होते हैं वो. Apart from that, initially I removed a cloth bag from the top shelf because I had some space here on the full sleeves wala section, so I had placed this cloth bag. So I'll tell you what is there in this cloth bag. So this has all my camisoles, all of it. I have just kept it in this particular bag because whenever I get ready, I prefer keeping these things also segregated, because see, when it comes to inner wear for girls, we again have different categories. So one is your bra, then is your panty, and then apart from that we also have our sleeveless camisoles and all those things. So that is also needed to be kept. And apart from that, what else we have? And then we have our cycling shorts. So yeah, these are the 2-3 categories of inners which also needs to be kept organized, because it makes it very easier to pick it up whenever you need, and you don't have to go and hunt from the whole big bag of all your inners. So yeah, I have 3 such bags, and these are nothing but Swiggy and Dunzo के जो cloth bags होते हैं. The same bags I have used for keeping this. Just what I made is some differentiation. I will just try to find so that it becomes easier, because I cannot pick up 3 bags, right, whenever I want something. So अम्मा रुको, मुझे बैठने दो, मेरा पैर दुख रहा है. हाँ.
So this plain one is my panty का bag. And then ये जो क्रीम कलर का विद ग्रीन है हैंडल, ये है मेरा ब्रा का बैग. एंड देन दिस प्रिंटेड वाला इज माय कैमिसोल्स का बैग.
So this is my way of segregation to make it easier for me to pick it out. जो भी मेरे टॉप्स पुराने होते जाते हैं, जैसे हर किसी के घर में होता है, whatever you used to wear outside, that ends up becoming घर का पजामा वाला कपड़ा. So जितने भी यहाँ पे टॉप्स हैं वो सालों से मैं संभाल के रखते आ रही हूँ. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आई हैव अ लॉट समटाइम्स. सो यहाँ पे एक टॉप है जिसके बारे में आई वुड लाइक टू मैंशन. सो या, दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉप, दिस इज द ओल्डेस्ट इन माई क्लॉजेट, एंड यू वोंट बिलीव, ये मैं जब 4th स्टैंडर्ड में थी तब मेरे पापा ने मुझे दिलाया था. एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर जब हम शॉप में लेने गए थे तो ये काफ़ी स्ट्रेचेबल मटेरियल है ना, वेलवेट का. सो बैक देन माई डैड आज द शॉपकीपर कि ये इसको फिट आ जाएगा क्या. सो शॉपकीपर ने बोला था कि क्या अंकल बात कर रहे हो, ये तो मेरी एज की लड़कियों को भी आ जाएगा, लाइक दैट ही जस्ट मैंशन. एंड या, ही वॉज राइट. आई स्टिल कैन वेयर दिस टॉप वेरी कंफर्टेबली. बस ये कि इसके यहाँ के स्टिचेस वगैरह थोड़े निकल गए हैं बिकॉज इट्स वे टू ओल्ड. बट या, सो 4th स्टैंडर्ड का टॉप मैंने अभी भी संभाल के रखा है. सो लाइकवाइज मेरे जितने भी कुर्तीज़ हैं या टॉप्स हैं या मेरे जो जीन्स है वो मैं सालों से प्रिजर्व करती आ रही हूँ. अनलेस लाइक आई फील दैट आई विल नॉट वेयर इट एट ऑल, देन आई जस्ट गिव इट अवे टू समबडी. बट इफ आई फील दैट देयर इज गोइंग टू बी सम यूज ऑफ इट, देन या, दिस इज हाउ आई safe keep my tops and I wear them. So inners ka segregation I have explained you, and all my pajamas and my night suits ka segregation also I have explained, and tops, blazers, shrugs and everything is done. Basically we are done with this cupboard, and ये जो last वाला shelf है, here nothing much. I have just kept my craft stationery stuffs basically. So that is it. So 2 shelves of this cupboard I have utilized, and one more thing I have to show. Yeah, so here I have 2 drawers, out of which the first drawer has the socks, all my socks and some white socks and all in the cloth bag. So this is all about socks. And then this particular drawer has my belts. So this is also one of the segregation which I've done. So now I'll talk about the kurtis section, and for kurtis I have not segregated it based on like half sleeves, full sleeves, like that. All I have done is based on the colors I have segregated it, because I feel when it comes to kurtis it will be more like aaj kaun se color ka pehna hai, so basically color preference will be there for me especially. So for that reason I had segregated it based on the colors, and I felt that will be more easier for me to keep it organized also. So what I've done is, here if you see, this bundle is all about shades of blue, green and light blue, dark blue. All shades of blue and green will be here, and uske upar I have just placed the shades of pink and maroon, red wale jo bhi kurtis hai, all of it is put up here. And top of that I've just kept all the whites and beige sort of colors, or white mein printed wale jo bhi kurtis hai, all of it I've just kept it. So here just 3 particular shades I've kept, so it will be easy for me to figure it out. The only one thing that I kept in mind is that zyada height wala bundle na ho, otherwise it will just fall off. So that thing I just wanted to keep in mind. Next is the other section. Here if you see, this particular section is all about black and grey shades. So थोड़ी सी कुर्तीज़ हैं उस कलर में मेरे पास, so that I've placed it here. And above that is all mustard yellow and yellow वाले जो भी shades हैं, all those kurtas I have kept here. Above that I have kept all peach and orange वाले shades of kurtas. And here if you see, 1 or 2 salwar suits I have kept just for namesake, and here all these are dupattas. So this is how I have kept. Basically in my previous office it used to be more like weekdays mein you have to wear kurtas, so that's why since then like ये सारा 5-6 years का collection है मेरा. Usually I just fold it and keep it, but only this time I just felt that I should arrange it based on the color categorization. So that's what I have tried, and I think it will be helpful for me. And yes, here if you see, this is white chicken curry wala jo kurta and palazzo I have. Plain whites, I don't prefer mixing it with other clothes because I have a fear that it might get a stain somehow, so that's why I've kept it in a poly cover. And if you notice, my western closet also had a lot of poly covers, because I have a habit of keeping a lot of things in poly covers and protecting it even more if I can. So that is how I do. So yeah, here if you look at, by the way, if you would have seen in my haul, this is a cute octopus. I had already put up a reel for that. So this I got from an Instagram page, so that I've just placed it here. So yeah, here if you see, it's all leggings and salwars. All of it I've just folded and kept it, so that when I'm getting ready it becomes easier for me to decide what color combination I'm going to choose for that particular day. And above that if you see, few dupattas I have kept, and in this cover also if you see, I have kept this golden and copper color ka legging. So yeah, basically this is all legging section, and a couple of dupattas I kept, and other foldable dupattas I've just kept here. ये वो वाली dupattas है which has to be crushed and क्या बोलते हैं इसको, ऐसे roll करके रखते हैं ना, so that the creases are visible. So this is that sort of dupatta. On the top if you see, nothing much. A couple of dupattas which has to be kept hanging, like ये वाला जो है, this is more like bandhani, what do you call, नहीं sorry, lehriya. So this is that kind of dupatta which should not be folded, because इसमें जो crease है that has to be maintained. So yeah, that's why I just keep it in hanging for. And scarf, dupatta, and then one stole I have kept, that's all. So ये वाला जो section है, if you would have seen my previous video, you would already know that this is about my jewelries and accessories and all the hair clips, all sorts of accessories which are needed for me. I have just kept it. If you want to watch the whole video of how I have kept these accessories organized, then I'll just attach the video somewhere here, and you can just go and check it out how I organize these in different jugaad boxes. So yeah, and basically no major change has happened. It's just that in last 1 year I have made more purchases, and also I got recently married, so more accessories came into picture. So I have just got few more boxes and I have just arranged it. This time I have a bangle box, because a lot of bangles were added to my accessories collection. So this time I ordered it from Amazon. I'll just attach the link of it. So it's just a small box, good enough for me. I don't need a bigger one right now. So yeah, and what else? बाकी सारे वही पुराने बॉक्सेस है. दिस वन इज़ अ बिगर बॉक्स which I got as a gift from my friend. So this is also for accessories, some big necklaces and all, like all artificial covering ones only I have here. So yeah, all that is what I keep here. So for accessory, the major segregation is like, if you look at it, यहाँ पे जो golden लिखा है, it means golden earrings are put up in this particular box, and this is my rings box. Likewise यहाँ पे neck pieces लिखा है, so this will have all the neck pieces here, and उसके ऊपर वाला जो box है उसमें सारे silver earrings हैं. So likewise I have just found my way to segregate it. इसमें bangles हैं and इसमें भी थोड़े bangles and bracelets वगैरह हैं. So this is how I have tried to segregate it. You can see hair clips are here. So yeah, somehow I have managed to keep everything separately. So all you have to just do is सिल्वर एक्सेसरीज़ एक में, गोल्डन एक्सेसरीज़ एक में, और हैवी एक्सेसरीज़ दूसरे बॉक्स में. सो ये जो नीचे वाला जो बॉक्स है इसमें सारे हैवी ज्वेलरीज आई हैव केप्ट, एंड इसमें सारे वॉचेस आई हैव केप्ट. सो या, आई हैव जस्ट फाउंड माय वे ऑफ अरेंजिंग इट दैट वे. That's all with this section. So basically kurtis and the jewelry part I just explained it, and makeup ka I don't have major drawer or something for that. All I have is just this bag and I'm good to go for the makeup. So now I'll show you the last cupboard, and this has a lot of variety of stuffs right now. So the left out stuffs are here. So the topmost shelf which you see here, it's not like very organized or something, but all I've kept here are my saris, a couple of lehengas, and the blouses are kept there. And this particular cover has the hats which I have. Some 3 hats I have, that's all. So yeah, basically saris and lehengas, and the blouses are kept in this section. So these are only 3 categories for this particular shelf. So moving on to this particular shelf, here I have kept all the chudidars, and this is nothing but my satin pillow cover, so that I just keep it here, just 1 or 2 I have. And this particular section has all the winter wears. Here in Bangalore it's not like that cold or something, but yeah, all these are like very thin material winter wears are only, which are like comfortable even for rainy season, like the one which I'm wearing right now. This is not a very thick woolen wear or something, this is a very thin woolen wear, so this is very comfortable for the rainy weather here. The denim jackets are also here. So yeah, all winter wear section is here. And then this particular bundle is all about the dresses. The dresses, long ones, midis and the short ones, everything is just piled up here. So that's all with this particular section. So moving on to the next shelf, here I have placed all my trousers and palazzos, and even frequently used denims are kept here. And then in this center section I have kept all my skirts. These 2 skirts have to be rolled and kept, so that I have kept here. So apart from that, all other skirts which can be folded are kept here. And then this particular bundle is again all the denims which I have. And basically when it comes to denim, I don't give away all the denims. I basically keep at least 2 sizes because my body weight keeps changing. So sometimes for 28 fits me, and if I put on weight then 30 is what I need. So I have both the sizes denim kept here, so whenever I'm putting on weight I have to just go and pick it up from this particular section, and I can wear it based on my body weight. I just don't try to fit in, I just pick up the clothes which fits me. And then the last section I'll show you all the handbags I have kept in covers, because here in Bangalore whenever it rains, no, I feel that my footwears and even like bags sometimes they get that fungus layer. So maybe because of the weather, the moist weather or something, or maybe humidity, I don't know. But yeah, so to prevent from all that, I make sure that most of the bags I just keep it in the cover unless it's being regularly used. Few clothes I still prefer keeping in cover, because some of the clothes it has embroidery, or whenever the cloth color is light in color, so I don't want it to get any sort of stain or something. So these are the reason why I prefer keeping some of the tops or some of the dresses also in covers. But yeah, So that is all about this particular cupboard. So now the last part is my footwears collection, and basically I don't have much space to keep my footwear. So what I've done is, my bed is there, so under my bed there are 2 cabinets. So I've used those 2 cabinets to just stack my footwears for now, because I really wish if I could have, you know, a nice neat cupboard like how they show, where you can just, you know, place it in a visible form and you can easily pick it up whatever you like the walk-in wardrobe. So that I don't have it, but yeah, I have these 2 cabinets where I just place all my footwears. And I just, again, footwears also do get fungus or something in during the rainy season, so I just don't want to take chances, because I have literally seen a couple of my footwears getting completely ruined because of rain and all the fungus formation. So because of which I don't take chances anymore, so I just put them in a poly bag and nicely just cover it up and keep, and I make sure that it's dry. Like if I've gone out and if because of rain it gets wet, then I make sure that it gets completely dry, and then only I just put it back in the cabinet, because otherwise it will get spoiled and it will just spread the fungus to the other footwears also. So that thing has to be avoided. So for footwears, nothing major in segregation or something, just that I have 2 cabinets. I have just put my shoes mostly in one and flats in that, and also in other cabinet I have just put my pump shoes and heels sandals. So these are the few categories I have, nothing much here. So I've just arranged it in the best possible way I can, but I think there is still a more scope of, you know, keeping it in a better organized version. So maybe what I can do is get some transparent poly cover and just place them all in that, so that it becomes easily visible, because right now you can see that there are some couple of colorful poly covers also which I've used to keep it. So in that way I think I can make it even more better when it comes to organizing. So now it's time for me to just sum up all the points which I might have discussed in the video and I might have forgotten also. So I'm just going to sum up all the hacks which I keep in mind and which helps me in organizing my cupboard. So the first important point which I would like to tell you is, you would know your outfits better. So you would know what kind of categories you want to segregate it into. Just figure out what works for you. What I have shown you is something which works well for me. So likewise, just try to figure out what works well for you and make those categories roughly in mind, and then get on to your cupboard organization process. The second point is, arranging could be a boring task or it could be a therapeutic task for people. So it just differs from people to people, because for me it's the most therapeutic thing which I do in a day. Like whenever I feel very cluttered or I don't feel good or I feel very low, on such days I just prefer organizing my accessories or organizing my cupboard, because that is more like a therapy for me. But it could be boring task for some of you out there. So no matter whether you enjoy it or you don't enjoy it, one best way to make the organizing time productive is just listen to some podcast or listen to some favorite music of yours. Preferably listen to some good podcast, because see, for podcast you really don't have to watch the video, you have to just listen to it. So why not arrange something and at the same time gain some good knowledge of some particular content which you really like. So just check out some good podcasts out there, play it and start your organizing work. And most important with organizing is, just don't take up the whole organizing task in one day itself. It will be too hectic. Just find 1 or 2 hours wherever you can and just try to arrange it in installments. Don't try to do it all at once, otherwise it will be little hectic. So the third point is, for the category, just have a rough idea of the subcategories also. Like the major category we all know, it's a Western, Indian, saris, and then maybe lowers, denim, plazos and everything. So you will have to figure out what works well for you in the subcategories also. Like for example, for Western outfits, it could be like, I have done a category of sleeveless, crop tops, like that. But maybe you would want to do it based on regular usage or based on basics at one place, so that you can keep using the basic pieces for styling. So something like that. Even for kurtas, I had done a segregation based on the colors, because that works well for me. But maybe you would want to do it based on anarkalis in one section, and then A-line kurtis in one section, and sleeveless kurtis in another section. Likewise for lower, denims, plazos and trousers, all of it is there. Even for inners, like how I did, you can have different bags also, like bras in one, panties in one, and then cycling shorts in one, socks in one. So whatever works well for you, just figure out that, and based on that you can just make your subcategories also and arrange it. And yes, for jewelry, as I had mentioned in my earlier video, which I'll just link it somewhere here, you can segregate it based on the golden accessories, silver accessories, heavy jewelry, and then neck pieces in one particular box, and then hair clips in another box. Based on that, just arrange it. And yes, for artificial jewelry, most important, as I mentioned in my previous video, you will have to find some poly covers or some zip lock covers from Amazon, and make sure that you keep it all separately in covers so that they don't get tarnished very soon. So that one thing you'll have to keep in mind, unless it's a stainless steel or it's a gold jewelry. Other than that, all other categories you will have to be a little careful when you keep them. And the fifth point is, just like how I showed, if you are living in a place where you feel that a lot of moisture or humidity is there, and leather bags, handbags and footwears might get spoiled, so just find some poly covers and just keep them separately in the covers so that you can just keep them safe. Otherwise, if fungus comes into your handbag or footwears, then it will leave the stains and you cannot fix it. So make sure that you just keep all your handbags and your footwear separately in poly covers so that they can be kept safely for longer time. And the last most important point is, keep everything back into the same place, because see, organizing itself is a task. And after that, if you want it to last longer and you don't want to keep repeating the task of organizing often, then make sure that whenever you go out or whenever your clothes are washed, just fold it all and keep it back to its place. Because once you start messing it up, no, it will become a habit, or it's more like a psychological thing where you feel already बिखर गया है, तो अब क्या संभालना. So what you will do is, you will further damage it and you will further ruin it and make it more messy. That I have literally seen in my case. If I start messing it up once, and then that's an endless process. It just reaches to a point when everything becomes messy, I go mad completely, and then finally I sit one day and arrange it all. So yeah, that way it will be better if you just make sure that after you have organized it, keep everything back to its place whenever you're using it. That will make your life easier. So that's all for today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it, and I really hope you picked up a couple of points which were useful for you. And if you did, then please take a moment to hit the like button there, and if you're new here, then please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell notification so that you get notified whenever my next video is up on the channel. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.